I'm audible?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Okay, so can anybody tell me which verse we were in? Verse till where we have completed. I think so. We have completed 17th. We have completed 18th. We have completed 18 कंप्लीट हुआ क्या? कोई बताएगा? मुझे कुछ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. हम लोग कौन से वर्ष में? मुझे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. दत्ता प्रभु जी बोलिए. Speak something.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I can't hear. I have to
Yeah.
log out and log in again. Log out and log in.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, Hare Krishna Prabhu ji.
Now I can hear. Yes.
प्रभु जी मेरे नोट्स.
Which verse we were in? Where we completed last time?
हाँ जी प्रभु जी मेरे नोट्स में लास्ट 18 है 2.18 है उसमें मैंने लिख रखा है.
So now we go for 19. Okay, 19. Okay. So yes, we'll offer prayers. We'll start right away. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Anyways, we have taken a short prayer because Bhagavatam brother take short prayer and somehow I merged it this time. Anyways, so yes, we have 19th verse. So we should know Krishna has already explained that this Avinashi consciousness is already pervading all over the body, entire Deha or the Kshetra given to the Jivatma. So just like medicine, you take medicine and the effect of the medicine goes all over the body. So this consciousness is one who is going to experience or allow the mind to experience because it is an active principle. So the consciousness is going to activate the mind, the intelligence and the ego. And they are going to experience happiness, distress, heat, cold, and the consciousness is just activating them. The soul still has nothing to do with it. Always remember this. Okay. I drew that diagram that day. But that diagram is enough because if I draw too many diagrams also you will get to it. So you are very clear. We are soul. We have mind, intelligence and ego, the subtle powers. And we have gross body that is made of earth, water, fire, air, ether. Now whatever you experience is not you, the Atma. It is the mind, intelligence, and ego. Mind that experiences. And mind uses these senses, eyes, nose, etc., to experience and to confirm whatever it thought or to disconfirm whatever you can say. Like, for example, somebody likes gulab jamun. So he has this desire to eat it again. So his eyes are constantly searching for the sweet shop. His nose is, whenever it smells, gulab jamun. The tongue, it wants to taste again. So, similarly, all other desires that we have, if you carefully analyze, they are nowhere different. They are just these things only. These things only. Okay. So, here now we will see. We also saw how Atma is revealing. You can't see or think about it. It is self, when you realize yourself, When you gradually follow the process of sadhana, you start realizing that it is Atma, you who are doing everything. Okay. The rest all is a part of illusion. You realize this as you grow and you understand. Okay. So now we'll go to 19th verse. Always remember, till verse 30, it is all Atma Gyan. Okay. It is not. Now you have to be little firm. 19th. Ya enam vetya hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam bhavto na vijanito nayam mandena anyate. Neither he who thinks the living entity, the slayer, nor he who thinks it slain is in knowledge. For the self slays, nor is slain. So English is too complicated here. In simple languages, nobody can kill anybody. Nobody is killed by anybody. Every verse is an eye opener. Till date, what you were thinking? That you kill somebody, or somebody kills you. Hey, he killed me, or he is troubling me. Here the joke is nothing like that happens. Neither he who thinks the living entity, the slayer, but if you think somebody else killed him also, it cannot be allowed unless there is Kal and Karma's sanction. The Kal and Karma is there. He must have killed that person, then only is getting killed. So, if you see carefully, you will not find saintly people going and stopping butcher houses. Because even if they stop, there is natural killing anyways going on. The superior animal is killing the smaller animal. You know, like humans are killing somebody, some people are killing humans. So these things are constantly going on. You can stop one or two places, but then it will take a new form somewhere else. So the saintly people try to enlighten you that don't get into this trap and don't try to kill somebody or torture somebody, because then you are going to get that back. So it is better to enlighten people than to stop. Even if you stop for two slaughterhouses, what will happen is the chickens, what they'll do, they'll be taken away from there and put it in the other place. And another place they'll be killed. So because you cannot stop it, because again Kal and Karma of the Jiva. So that does not, should it mean that we should not try to stop it? No. We should stop it, because for that there is a ruling class. Because if you keep that, then adharma or torturing mentality will prevail. Okay, so Krishna, he knows everybody has the reactions, but he still comes and saves everybody. So here it is mentioned, neither somebody can kill, neither somebody is killed. Because if you see carefully, the body actually collapses when there is dysfunction. Let us say there is some dysfunction in my body. What will happen is my body will collapse. It will be no more functional. My eyes can't see, nose can't smell, hands can't touch, fingers can't move. So there will be natural collapse of the bodily function. That is not death. That is dysfunction. The mind, intelligence, and ego will be taken away by the Yamdutas, and the soul will just follow. So now the question is, who died? The body was anyways dead, because your consciousness which made it alive. Your consciousness entered this body and it took action and reactions and made it alive. But now the body itself is dysfunctional. We will come to that verse where it is mentioned it is like cloth, the body is like cloth. So you don't have to worry, Arjun, because you neither can kill and neither somebody can kill you. Whatever you do is you have to see from the eyes of dharma and adharma. Whatever I am doing, is it dharma or is it adharma? If it is dharma, do it anyways. Do not think much. Tolerate matra sparshastu kaunte. Even if there are onslaughts, tolerate and do that activity of dharma, because gradually it will give you joy. Even while doing it will give you internal joy. Although externally it can be painful, but internally it will give you joy. So thinking that any living entity is there is wrong. And if you see what we do, somebody troubles us, we trouble somebody related to him, then we incur more karma. Then that guy is going to trouble us someday, then we trouble this another relative. And हम पंगा लेते तो किससे लेते, किसी और से लेते. But Kshatriyas, what they do, they fight. If at all they fight with that person. They don't fight anything. So, reaction itself, we will get stuck. We will get stuck into more karma. So, here it is mentioned, Ma himsayat sarva bhutani. Never commit violence to anyone. This is a Vedic injunction. Okay. Please do not commit violence to anyone. So, does that mean that we should not fight? No. Himsa means when you try to stop the elevation of their consciousness, that is himsa. For example, you kill a hen or you kill a goat for your food or livelihood. What happens is they are into 84 lakh species. 84 lakh योनियों की सीढ़ी में चढ़ते हैं. So what you do is when you kill them as a goat, they have to again take birth as a goat. So when they have to again take birth as a goat, then you have done hinsa. What hinsa you have done is you have stopped their elevation of consciousness for that lifetime. That is the himsa we do, not the killing. So that does not mean we start killing. Because the pain that they will incur even on a mental stage, we have to pay back. That will be stocked in our karma. We have to give that. So even this small act has to be done so consciously, because 84 lakh species, they are gradually developing. And when you kill somebody for your food, until it is required, you should not do it. One should not do it. So already is mentioned, Ma himsayat sarva bhutani, never commit violence. This violence means this one. Because already there is mental violence, you want to torture somebody mentally, sometimes physical abuse or physical torture. So these things are there, but there is one himsa which scriptures are talking of. Because when it is clearly mentioned that all this is just a sense of duality, that itself goes with verses not talking of those tortures. It is talking of the himsa done on the level of soul. So here, one should not think that, oh, anyways, we don't kill, so we can go and kill the animals. No. You cannot kill. Because if you kill, they will get an opportunity to kill you, which again you don't die, but you are in illusion. So you are going to get that feeling of death. अभी जो मैंने बोला वो हिंदी में ये कह रहा हूँ कि हम ये सोचेंगे किसी मुर्गे को या बकरी को हम काट सकते, तो क्या है, एनीवेज वो तो आत्मा तो मरा नहीं, वो तो शरीर मरा, तो क्या दिक्कत है प्रभु जी, आप ही लोग बोले कि कोई ना मरता है ना मारता है, और हमने खाना भी खा लिया, अच्छा है ना, तो मार सकते हैं. मेरा दूसरा लॉजिक है, अगर समझो रास्ते में आप जा रहे हैं और एक मुर्गी मर गई आपकी गाड़ी के नीचे, या बकरा मर गया, अब वो मर गया, तो अब तो वो मर गया, आत्मा तो छोड़ के चला गया, तो वो जो बॉडी है वो तो उठा के आप खा सकते हो ना. तो और यहाँ तो क्या आत्मा मरता ही नहीं है और शरीर भी मरता नहीं, वो पहले से मरा होता है. तो जैसे हम सब्जी खाते हैं, नॉर्मल सब्जी खाते हैं ना, चावल दाल सब्जी आलू टमाटर, ये तो मतलब एक तरह से निर्जीव होते, तो उनको लेके हम बना के खा लेते हैं. तो वैसे ही ये बकरा जो मर गया है वो तो मतलब चलो कोई और काटा है, कुछ भी हुआ, वो डेड बॉडी है ना, वो तो मांस है, तो उसको क्यों नहीं खा सकते, उसको क्यों अवॉइड किया गया है, कौन बताएगा. आई इज जनरली नॉन वेज देन नॉट अलाउड, उसमें तो कोई प्रॉब्लम है ही नहीं, वो तो टमाटर आलू की तरह है, खा सकते हैं. यस, somebody would like to answer why.
प्रभु जी, क्योंकि आपने एक बार क्लास में बताया था कि जब तक शरीर से प्राण शक्ति नहीं जाती ना, यानी शरीर छूटने पर प्राण शक्ति जाती है.
वेरी गुड,
जब तक
वेरी गुड. यस दत्ता जी.
Body deteriorates, na? That dysfunctions and body start deteriorating.
टमाटर भी डिटेरियोरेट होगा, आलू भी छोड़ दोगे तो डिटेरियोरेट.
तो खाएंगे नहीं ना हम लोग. So we not eat, no? Again.
No, but it is fresh. अभी अभी मर गया है, latest, fresh, ताजा ताजा.
Pranavayu. Then.
Ankit, raised hand.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, दंडोत प्रणाम।
इधर बात किया नालायक.
नहीं प्रभु जी, अभी भी हूँ। प्रभु जी, ये हो सकता है क्या भगवान क्योंकि नहीं खाते, इसको पसंद नहीं करते, वो केवल पत्रम पुष्पम फलम तोयम
नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मेरा लॉजिक है. मैं आसुर हूँ, मैं एक लॉजिक दे रहा हूँ. आई एम एन असुर, आई एम गिविंग यू अ लॉजिक दैट लुक व्हाट यू सेड, because you don't kill anybody. So if you take the fruits and etc. So let us say nobody killed. Even if some just now a hen died in front of you, dead, soul is gone. Now you can take it. See, I tell you. Apart from biological reasons and other reasons, the important part is once you start tasting those things, your conscience will be killed. Next time you will start looking at it as ahar, and you will start killing instead of natural death things. So you should be cautious. And as already sort of pointed from my lecture, that of all the prana vayus, there are dasha prana. So the last is it still remains in the body. It only goes when antim sanskar is done. Or if the animal's body is deteriorated, then the prana is gone. So it still is alive. You understand? That is how it works. So it is mentioned that Prabhupada writes, killing of body without spiritual authority is sinful and punishable. So even the kings, when they used to kill people to protect their kingdom, etc. So if they are protecting their kingdom which does not have dharma, then it is anyway sinful, makes no sense. Just like in American army, people are frustrated. They did Afghanistan attack, this attack, that attack, and they realized they were good people and we killed them. And anyways, America is not a land of dharma. It is full of whatever. I don't want to use that word in such nice morning time. But it's full of dullness and all those things. So even people who fight, they have to be inspired again and again, and it makes no sense. The next generation is least interested in fighting wars. Why? Because they know we are just fighting for oil, not fighting for dharma. But when your country follows the path of dharma, your people are dharmic, then you want to fight and die for them, and it makes sense. You understand? So, when the king gets the authority from the Brahmanas, and the Brahmanas get the authorities from rishis, who are very dear to the Lord, then only they can kill. That too, if somebody is violating the code of conduct in Dharma, and that too, his punishment is liable for death punishment, then only he can kill and he will not be responsible because he did it for higher cause. That is Dharma. But if you are not spiritual or spiritually authorized, then you cannot kill. You cannot kill. It is risky. So Arjun, Krishna is indirectly telling Arjun, do it, but do it for dharma. Go fight. Fight for dharma. Okay, in Katha Upanishad 1.2.19 it is mentioned, Antachena manyate hantum, ataschena manyate hatam, vau tauna vijanito, nayam mantina hanyate. If killer thinks he kills, or killed person thinks he has been killed, both do not know the nature of soul. He does not kill or get killed. So Katha Upanishad enlightens us that these Upanishads are very simple. They talk of soul, super soul, creation, and Prakriti. Okay, and they talk of Paramatma level. They don't generally Bhagwan level. Very few Upanishads like Gopal Tapani, etc. They speak. Anyways, so Katha Upanishad mentions that he who thinks he has killed or he who thinks that I was killed by somebody, both do not know the nature of soul. When they know nature of soul, they'll realize nobody kills anybody. Okay. 20th verse. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. For the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. It does not come into being, does not he has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. So the soul is not born. आत्मा जन्म नहीं लेता, आत्मा काल से भी ऊपर है, वो अनादि है. जस्ट सुबह सुबह क्लास देना है ना, सर लड्डू वड्डू खाने का मन करता है स्पेशली क्लास देते वक्त. पानी से काम चला रहा हूं मैं. तो यस, सो हियर कृष्णा इज सेइंग दैट the soul there is neither birth na jayate, means he never takes birth, he is eternally existing. Kal, when the time enters the creation, there is certain period which is termed as date that comes. So we think that we are born here, so we also have a date. We don't have a date. Now this date is different than the dates that modern day people do. They go for dates. Dates means, when you were new to this concept, I thought, okay, what is going for date? Girls and boys, what date? I thought some date. No, watch date. I don't know what kind of date they go. Maybe they gave each other some date. So on that date they meet. And anyways, I don't know what all they do with that. But when you don't follow dharma, then you have to follow some path of a dharma. In dharma, it was so nice. The parents used to care for the girl or the boy. They used to get them married at the right time. आजकल सब बेचारे भटक रहे हैं, किसी का कुछ बचा ही नहीं. बहुत I feel pain sometimes, not following dharma or varnashram. People are literally dying of pain, and then they're crying. They made me a believer. So they will cry for the system. Yes, or our misfortune that we were born in that time, where we are not even able to experience human experiences in the human body. We are living like animals. Anyways, so here it is mentioned, na jayate. He does not take birth because he is beyond the time. That time cannot measure it. Nor mriyate, neither does he die. He neither jayate, neither takes birth, neither does he die. Mriyate va kadachit, at any time, means not now, past, present and future, any time. He always exists. Na ayam bhutva, nor does he come into existence. Means he was not born and not that sometime he came into existence. No. He has not come into being. He already existed. Nayam bhutva, and will not come into being. Vana bhuyaha. So Nayam bhutva will come to be, and not that now he'll die, then he'll again come to be existing, and then no. He exists always. Nayam bhutva na bhuyaha. What is he? Aja. Aja means the unborn. Ajaha, one who is never born. Ajo nitya. Why it is ajo? When you do sandhi, ajaha, and there is any other vowel, then that aha becomes o. And if there is a ahead, then o becomes even one danda. It is like missing thing. So here, ajaha. Like in that 4th chapter, there is a verse, ajopi san. So ajopi means that ajaha api. A comes na, so a I कहेगा तो वो डंडा आ जाता है, ऐसा है. बट अगर दूसरा कुछ आता है तो अजो हो जाता है. नमः का नमो हो जाता है, नमो भगवते. तो रूल्स है ग्रामर के, देयर रूल्स ऑफ ग्रामर. बट एनीवेज, सो हियर इट इज मेंशन्ड दैट अजह नित्यः, ही इज अनबॉर्न. नित्यः मींस इटर्नल. You cannot finish him. That is the point. Everything that you do with any living entity is noted. Any good thing you do, any bad thing you do, it is noted. And it is given back as it is. Jaise ka taisa lautaya jayega. I don't know, in Mahabaleshwar, in Maharashtra, there is a point. I don't know. In my childhood, I have gone. Later, I have passed many times, but I have never stopped. Because if I stop now, people say, Sadhu Baba enjoy karne aa gaya. But I have heard there is a point where you speak something, the voice comes back. I don't know what kind of point it is, or somewhere else, I don't know. But you speak something, hey, 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 hey.
Eco
So
point.
that is, I kata sir.
Eco point. We had been for school picnic.
Eco point, right. School days we used to go. School days, I think so. We had gone. So we all tried it, I don't know. At least eco तो होता था. आवाज वापिस आई कि नहीं? है ना? ऐसा. आगे eco point. So eco means you hear your voice again. So point is that this is karma point. Whatever you do, you will get it back. So you are responsible for your actions. Ajaha, Nityaha. So the soul is Aja. So Arjuna, what you are talking of is the body or the subtle body. But Arjun, the driver is not this. Just like the car, there is headlight, there is other mirrors and horns and all these other gear boxes, the steering. But actually the driver is the main man. वो उतरेगा तो गाड़ी नहीं चलेगा. Obviously now Nikola Tesla has they have come up with that also. Soulless body, but it is remote driven by a person only, or brain of a person. So naturally it is again a person who is driving. So here Ajaha Nityaha. Ajo Nityaha Shashwatoyam. Shashwata means permanent. Nityam. Nitya Shashwato Ayam. Ayam means this one. Purano, the oldest. Actually, they are indirectly saying one same thing only. Unborn, it is eternal, permanent, and what? Purano, oldest. मतलब ये कभी मतलब ये हमारे गणित में नहीं है, बाहर है गणित की. Purano. Nahanyate, one cannot be killed. Nahanyate, nahanyamane sharire. Even when the body is no more functional, this Jivatma is still functional. Remember, this knowledge that we are getting is all about Jivatma. So he's saying that even Nahanyate, you cannot kill it. Hanyamane sharire, that when the sharira is killed or finished or it is no more functional as its own, still this energy, Jiva Atma, is still functional. Okay? So remember, now this is an eye-opener to many of you. In fact, whenever I read this, it is an eye-opener for me also. Because, we see in this world, we think he killed me, she did this, he did this, I did this, you did this. But it is all a great plan. And the living entity is just watching. I told you last time, no? We are like a video game. We are there and everything is organized and orchestrated in a way that you think you are the doer. But you are not the doer. Like, remember last time I showed that Chinese video, how you feel you are the doer, but you are not the doer. So here it is mentioned, I hear this thing is meaning already. So here soul is also mentioned as Kutastha, without changes like body, and qualitatively one with the Supreme Spirit. So the soul in quality is like the Supreme Lord. In quality, not in quantity. So Lord is called Vibhu and we are called Anu. Anu means small. Vibhu means great. Also, Vibha means great. Vaibhav means greatness of the Vibhu. Vaibhava, the greatness. And Vaibhavi means who represents that greatness is Lakshmi. So Vaibhavi or Vibha means Lakshmi. So, and Vaibhav means the greatness. So here it is very important that we understand this point, that soul is Kutastha, is without changes, not like the body. The body keeps changing. So our concept is that everything is changing, the soul will also change. No. That is already clarified in verse 12. Remember? Natvevaham jatu nasam. Never was a time when you died or I died. But never will it happen. We always will exist as an individual. Remember? हम हमेशा individual रहेंगे. ये clear हो गया था. So the soul never dies and it is kutastha. It never undergoes changes. So because of the impression of body, we seek the history of soul. The history of soul cannot be tracked. At max, there are people who have siddhis and Jyotish. They can track your past certain lives. But nobody can tell you what will happen next life. You know why? Because every moment of choice you have in this life will give you next destiny. So that is not programmed. Although only one person knows what all you will choose is the Supreme Lord himself. So even Jyotish cannot tell you what you will do in your next life. By your behavior, they can give a guess, but they can't confirm. You understand? So that is how it works. So the soul has no byproduct like child, etc. So we have this body has byproducts, right? When somebody gets married, then he gets kid, and the kid almost has nose, eyes, certain like father, something like mother, and because they both pamper him and teach him, so naturally he gets the nature which these two people have. Okay, so he resembles many of the qualities, but the soul does not have soul child. Always remember. Like for example, somebody has a child, you cannot say my soul was extended in his soul. No, he is a different soul. He already existed. He just entered the womb of the mother and got a body. That's it. Khatam. Wo sthan mila. That will come in the 13th chapter. How the soul gets a body technically. Soul never gets a body. It's just a new movie. Okay, but we'll not study it now. We'll go in 13th chapter. बीच में अपने को भक्ति भी बहुत समझना है ना? ज़्यादा बाउंसर तो नहीं जा रहा है. Everybody is understanding, right? I hope everybody is understanding.
I had one question. What about the deaths when people say it's great if someone dies on the Ekadashi?
So it is like this. The auspiciousness and inauspiciousness is assigned to the mind, the subtle body. So there are good sanskaras that will happen, and that is a fortune to die on those tithis, because on those tithis there is sattva-guni. So it is very difficult for a tamoguni to leave body on that day. So he should have that part in him to die on those days. You understand? So it is considered auspicious. But from an Atma Darshan point of view, okay, I told you this is Dharma Darshan, Dharma Shastra. But from an Atma Darshan, all days are auspicious. So, but these auspicious are for those who want to do a lot of punya and go to Swarga. There is Swarga. I'll show you cosmology also as we proceed.
Sudden death.
All
of a sudden, those who die, for them.
All of a sudden.
Yeah. On the Ekadashi.
Yeah, no. Even if he dies, if he or she whoever dies all of a sudden, then that is called Akala Mrityu. And Akala Mrityu, one has to, even if it is Ekadashi, because it is Akala Mrityu, he may get some good piety of leaving his body on that day, he or she. But the living entity, Akala Mrityu, that body never gets another body until there is a timely body that he has to leave. For example, I have to live, let us say, 80 years. Let us say. Then if I die now, let us say today the Ekadashi, and I die to whatever reason, certain unknown reason, then it is Akala Mrityu. We have to do Tripindi Shraddha. Tripindi, what happens is, now you have asked me, so I'll explain you. Like there is soul, there is subtle body. They always go together till you are liberated. When you are liberated, mind intelligence को यहाँ रह जाएगा. जब तक लिबरेट नहीं होता, वो वासना के रूप में हमारे साथ चलता है. It goes along with us. Okay, but the gross body is gone here only. When there is untimely death, the gross body falls, but the subtle body has not yet completed its time. So it hovers around and takes a shelter of places or situations where it can thrive. Like fungus hota hai, fungus. Wherever there is moisture, it will grow. So the subtle body, अपन उसको हम लोग जैसे भूत बोल देते हैं या ghostly body बोल देते हैं. So it does not mean ghostly people are bad. Ghostly people are those who don't have just body. That's it. Like humans में भी अच्छे बुरे होते हैं ना. In ghosts also there are who don't want to trouble and there are who want to trouble. So they don't have body, but they still want to experience. So what happens is they try to capture some other body. And they can capture that body only those bodies whose minds are weak. अगर हमको चोरी करना है तो हम किसका घर का चोरी करते हैं? जिसका ताला नहीं लगा है या जिसका ताला जल्दी खुल जाएगा या खिड़की खुला है, दरवाजा खुला है या सामने पर्स है तो हम उधर से कुछ उठा सकते हैं. That is the only time we do that चोरी और thievery. So same with these ghosts and others, they are बहुत variety of hobgoblin है, फिर ये अलग है भूत पिशाच ब्रह्म राक्षस, their categories. We not go into them, नहीं तो एक अलग study है. So they all have their own powers. So they don't come, generally they don't cross paths. But if they get a chance, then they try to use it. That is why it is mentioned that we should always, whenever we go for urine, we should always wash our hands and legs. Whenever you eat food, you should gargle once. That is mentioned. The reasons are, the more you are tamoguni, the more your mind will be weak. And the more you are susceptible to such entities to come and live in us. Or even if a lady gets a monthly period, she should not go out. That was the reason. Because that time the mind is weak and she can be haunted. So, and especially marriages, during marriages, the girl or the boy is not allowed to go out before marriage 4 days. Not allowed. At least I have seen in my community. This practice is there in certain communities. Why? Because you are in joy and your mind is not alert, such energies can enter your body. So there are many, it is a different subject. So what happens is that akala mrityu makes that person hang over certain trees, or they have their own groups. So they try to search on bakra, where they can enter. And one is very strong mentally, usko nahi pakadte, usko dikhte bhi nahi. Now, what happens for those who don't die untimely? They die on time. Why I'm talking comparative? Because I'll come with what happens with Tripindi. When they go and they leave this body, their subtle bodies tied with ropes and taken to Yamraj for calculations. उधर जाने में 1 साल लगता है, हमारा 1 साल लग जाता है. Okay, and their calculations are given, and they are either promoted to Swarga, sent to Narka, or given another body. There is a calculation. That is another subject. So that is in Garuda Puran. Proper things are given. And any of you want, recently Vaibhav Prabhu gave this class, one of my students, Vaibhav Anandu. 5 sessions he gave on Tarpan, etc. So if you want, I'll send you the link. Just let me know. So that the Jiva goes there. But how is it taken? Because there is no body, subtle body cannot be bound by these ropes. So he is that time given the Preta body. Preta body is like this type of body. Preta body is made up of Akash and Vayu, not earth, water, fire. So Akash and Vayu, and it has 1,000 times sensation. Like this is sensation, right? If I take a pinch, there is a sensation. So the pain that I have, it will be 1,000 times more, and the mind will get attached. So mind will experience that pain, and that's why it is taken through a river, Vaitarani. So there is a lot of pus and all, so that is why pus is called poo. So putra, the one who delivers you from that naraka, that path, is putra. So when he does tarpan, you get it, and the Yamdutas don't trouble you, they take you directly. And nahi kiya, to udhar maar ke le jate. Now, why I'm talking of Preta Sharira is there is this Bahya Sharir, and then there is Preta Sharir. So when somebody dies untimely, he doesn't have that Preta Sharir. He's bhatking with his subtle body. He's roaming around. So what is happening is, when you do Tripindi, the Brahmanas do Tripindi and you do with them, he gets a Preta Sharir. Now he is qualified to take our Pindadan. Otherwise, he cannot take Pindadan. Now, when we do Pindadan, he can come and take the Pind and take a new body. So, Tripind is very much required. Otherwise, that person, maybe even sometimes somebody's mother, she always comes in dream. You know, Arey, mujhe, she comes in dream and she says something, save me, save me. So I know you may be knowing somebody. She used to come in my dream that please save me. I did it Gaya, and I took her brother to Gaya to do Tripindi. And after that, she never came in anybody's dream. No, one of our classmates, she died untimely. No, so we did that. So it has to be done because we may not know, we may only know hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, but the soul and the body composition has nothing to do with it. Yes, sir. Jhanjat Jamela hai. So we have to understand this fact. Okay, we have to understand this fact that the soul is untouched. At the same time, it is attached to the subtle body, and subtle body is hanging for a material body. Okay, so material body, whatever it gets, it tries. अगर वो उसमें है तो किसी के अंदर घुसना चाहता है. That is sometimes you see there is a voice, double voice. So those are haunted, and they can go away if you just chant Narsingha mantra. They go away. Om Gram Viram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvatokam Narsingham Bhishanam Bhadram Bhuttar Namamyaham. They just गायब. But anyway, तो फिर कहीं छुप जाता है फिर आ जाता है. वो भी है. ठीक है, you got it? You got your answer? Did I answer something else or this was your question?
I said something else. I asked you of Ekadashi.
Yeah, so Ekadashi, even if he dies,
They say Ekadashi, the one who dies on Ekadashi is get liberated.
No.
It's not like that.
No. I'll tell you what is liberation. Liberation is when, let us say somebody is jailed for thievery. What happens? Somebody comes and gives zamanat, bail. So he is liberated. He is liberated from the shackles. He is removed. So the ultimate liberation is moksha. But the temporary liberations are done. Let us say he had some bad karma. So if he leaves his body on Ekadashi, because the day is very auspicious, so he will be blessed from, he will be relieved of many of the sins. So in that sense, you can see he is mukta, but he does not get moksha just because he died on that. It is not like that. Because Krishna never mentions this in Bhagavad Gita also, and even in other scriptures also. See, every day has its own glory, but still your consciousness matters. You understand? So, yes, he can attain some higher planets because he died on that day and it is auspicious. So, yes, he'll get some extra benefits. That way you can say he is liberated, but not the moksha one. He will not be liberated completely for time again. कुछ किया रे कोई याद कर रहा Oh. कोई घुस गया लगता है. So here it is mentioned that under the soul never has a child. So we'll continue with our purport. I hope you got your answer. So the soul, he does not have his own child. वो ये नहीं बोल सकते Krishna we have Krishna's child, but we don't have child. Our child is material, जो genetics है उसमें से आएगा. He may behave like us and he may talk like us, but it's different. So the same verse appears in Kathopanishad 1.2.18. Rajayate mriyate va vipaschin nayam kutaschin vibhuva kaschin ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Same thing, same verse, little bit of words of here and there with the same meaning. It is mentioned that even same way the soul never dies. It is mentioned just like sun is covered by cloud and we still know it is daytime. So therefore we cannot see the soul in the heart, but we can understand by consciousness. So there is soul How you know? Like that you can see it is thinking, willing, there is some, desirable action and reaction, there is reciprocation, reciprocal thing. No? Modern science is responsive to stimuli. If you touch something, it responds. It responds. So it just studies the effect. It does not study the cause. They will never tell you that if I speak something emotional, people will start crying. Why they cry? Whereas Chinese people don't even understand that language. They don't cry. So if it is just sound vibration, then they should also cry, but they don't cry. Because, or if they say something in Chinese, some Chinese people will laugh. We may not laugh because we don't understand Chinese. So the question is, although the sound vibration entered the same thing, same frequency, same decibels, then why did other did not cry? Because there is emotion. Okay, so that emotion has not been touched because the language has not yet gone in. So modern science can't explain these features. They just play around. They will always come up with some new hormone. Now there is a hormone called dang something. They'll give some name which you can't remember, and that is secreted. Yeah. When they'll say, what is it? Adrenaline rush. Cricketers को they got this adrenaline rush. अरे भाई मेहनत किया है उसने, खुश हुआ वो छोड़ के adrenaline rush. अरे भाई हो गया. So why don't you give that adrenaline hormone injection and let him rush? Then nobody can do that. So they just come up with some theories which makes no sense. So here it is mentioned just like cloud covers the sun, yet even from that cloud we can see there is certain tej or kanti coming out, and we can realize that it is daytime. Like I can see now outside. If there is cloudy, we can see it is day, but we can't see the sun. It was raining yesterday very heavily. इस बार बहुत बारिश हुआ, बहुत. जीवन, we are fed up now. No, भाई बंद करो. Because till Dasra, after Dasra there should be no rain. Otherwise, वो जो crops आते हैं वो खराब हो जाते हैं. So here, and already in Punjab and other places there is a lot of flood. So here it is mentioned that you can't see the soul, but you can understand it through the consciousness. So there is supreme consciousness who knows all the past, present, future, and there is individual consciousness, that is we, who know a bit of little things. So again in Kathopanishad verse 1.2.20 it is mentioned, Anur aniyan mahato mahiyan atmasya jantor nihito guhayam tam akratuhu pashyati vitashoko dhatu prasadan mahimanam atmanaha. Atma and Paramatma situated on the same body. In the same body itself, there are two people, Atma and Paramatma, both are together. And Atma can be liberated by grace of Paramatma. So Atma is liberated. And Atma is only liberated when it wants to be liberated. No, whether it be any day, like Mataji was asking, Ekadashi and all the others. Other days also, Chaturthi, and then there is Janmashtami. Recently, one of my lady students, I don't know why she did that, but she committed suicide due to certain family problems. But she was a very good devotee. She used to come and attend my classes also. She was a simple lady with from a very simple Marathi background, very simple girl. Lady, she was mother of. I don't know why, but she did that. So she did after Janmashtami. She did not. She wanted to fast till Janmashtami, and then after Janmashtami time was over, she did little param and hanged herself. Now, I feel bad. I should have called her earlier only just to talk and should have at least talked to her. But so now the question is, will she get liberated? Oh yes, she's a devotee. She must have remembered Krishna. But we should know that she has not fulfilled the will of the Lord. The Lord has given the body. Our prarabdha is remaining. Certain action reactions are remaining. We cannot end it. The Lord if He wants, He will end it. We should not end it. So then we are again, the law of karma still follows. So we are, even as a devotee, even as a knowledgeable person, we may know this Atma and Paramatma science, yet we should not break the code of conduct of the human body. Okay. So here it is mentioned that liberation will come when the Paramatma wants. Okay. Even in Nirukta 1.2 it is mentioned, Jayate asti vardhate viparanamate apakshiyate vinashyati. Birth, existence, increase, transformation, decay, and dying. They are the 6 changes are undergone by any living entity. How you know that it is a living entity? Because sometimes like some machine, वो आपने देखे ना वो घड़ी घड़ी के अंदर एक मुर्गा रहता है, वो हर घंटे बताए ऐसा होता है बाहर अंदर. So it keeps on going timely, but it is not living entity. How you know it is living entity? If it takes birth, it should have a birth. It should exist for some time. It should increase from childhood to boyhood. It should transform from something to something, changes. Then gradually it should decay, old age, and then die. Then you understand there is a living entity. Okay. आज भी 1 वर्ष किया भाई, कैसी होगा? 2 वर्ष किया. हे प्रभु शक्ति दे. ये देखो यहाँ बना है फोटो, बहुत अच्छा है. ओके, वर्स नंबर 21. वेदा विनाशिनम नित्यम य एनम अजम अव्ययम कथम स पुरुषः पार्थ कम घातयति हन्तिकम. O Parth, how can a person who knows that the soul is indestructible, eternal, unborn, and immutable kill anyone or cause anyone to kill? Very simple, O Parth. He is himself indestructible, eternal, unborn, then and immutable. It is not mutable. Always remember this. I cannot become you, you cannot become me. No. I am I and you are you. You have to develop your consciousness, I have to develop my consciousness. I cannot come and develop your consciousness. I can enlighten you. I can show you the path, or you can show me the path. But ultimately, I have to make the decisions. This is a basic problem that many people have. They want to profit. Now you deliver me. How can nobody can deliver you? You have to deliver yourself. In English, they say no. God helps them, those who help themselves. If you help yourself, make an endeavor, then God will show you path, give you energy. But we have to develop ourselves, and that is why to develop, Lord has given this mantra chanting in this yoga. And as I requested all of you, how many of you started chanting Japa of Hare Krishna? At least 1 round. This is a practical thing that you don't do, then certain realization picture. Try to do that if possible. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. See, like this, a mala I have. Mala, okay. This is mala. So this is Guru Mani. So we catch the mala like this, and see like this, and we put this finger. You don't touch this finger. Like this, and say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then you put one next. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then you put the next. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is how we complete it. So you should try to do that. Meditate. Give some time. Otherwise, ये सब theory रह जाएगा. Realization आने में फिर समय भी लग सकता है, जन्म भी लग सकता है. So he's saying, how can, because violence is justified for justice, like judge is given the authority to judge, and our Manu Samhita also allows or punish to the kings, but not everybody. So Krishna orders for supreme justice. So Krishna is the supreme. Why Krishna wants Arjun to fight? So Krishna himself is the supreme Lord. So he can order, just like the surgical operation is done by a surgeon. So he can do certain things which normal anesthesia and other people can't do. So Krishna gives that grant to Partha, go fight. But here he is still confused. So we'll stop here at verse 21. Day after tomorrow we'll take verse 22 and we'll study. Okay. Yes. Any questions? We have 5 minutes I have kept purposefully, because many of you want to ask questions, but we have very less time left. So, yes, please. You can raise your hand. I will watch your hand and maybe. Yes, this name called Ujjwala. Jai Shri Krishna. Ujjwala, yes.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
Yes.
प्रभु जी, तो मेरा सवाल ये था कि आपने ये समझाया था कि जो सुख दुख है वो हमारे माइंड के कॉन्सेप्ट है, और तो फिर बाद में अगर मान लो किसी ने समझ लिया कि हमारे माइंड के कॉन्सेप्ट है, और फिर अगर तो फिर तो सुख दुख कुछ बचा ही नहीं, और अगर फिर सुख दुख कुछ बचा ही नहीं तो सहना कैसा? भगवान कह रहे कि सो।
He is asking that everything is in the mind. So the happiness and distress is in mind. So actually it makes no sense. Then why is Krishna talking of tolerance? Actually, he is not telling soul to tolerate. He is telling that you have this mind. So your mind has to tolerate these changes. He is talking of the same thing. Because your mind has a nature to not tolerate, not accept the changes, happiness or distress, whatever. So you have to tolerate those changes because they are not eternal. He is talking of the same. He is not telling soul has nothing to tolerate also. Soul is just watching the game. So he's saying you train your mind to tolerate. Because these are dualities. If you don't do, then your mind makes the choices. So your mind will make certain choices which will be spiritually damping. So then you will not deliver yourself. So better tolerate and not get into this dvandva. That is what he's saying. Give okay.
अच्छा प्रभु जी, इस पे एक और सवाल था।
हमारा आर्ग्यूमेंट बोलो, आर्ग्यूमेंट पैदा हो गया, एक आर्ग्यूमेंट है दूसरा, इसको फिर कंपाउंडिंग क्वेश्चन बोलो बोलो।
अच्छा प्रभु जी, जब कोई व्यक्ति मुक्त, जैसे मैंने ना अभी आपका एक वीडियो देखा था लॉकडाउन सीरीज का, उसमें आपने एक ब्राह्मण की कहानी बताई थी कि वो फिर बाद में ब्राह्मण समझ गया था कि ये सब माइंड के कॉन्सेप्ट है। फिर वो अगर उसके साथ कुछ हो रहा था उसे, जैसे वो आप उसमें अवंती ब्राह्मण
चैप्टर 23। हाँ
हाँ जी। तो फिर बाद में फिर वो समझ गया था, ठीक है, तो वो फिर भगवान को दोष नहीं दे रहा था। तो अच्छा, तो जब हम बाद में ये बात समझ जाते तो प्रारब्ध अपना काम फिर भी करता रहता है और उसका इफेक्ट आता रहता है क्या हमारे ऊपर?
सिंपल है, आपको ट्रेन में एसी बोगी मिलता है तो आप खुशी खुशी सो के जाते हो, आपको स्लीपर बोगी मिलता है तो थोड़ा संघर्ष करके जाते हो, और जनरल बोगी मिलता है तो लात जूता खा के जाते हो। तो आप जहां हो अभी डेस्टिनेशन तो पहुंचोगे, तो प्रारब्ध में ये जो शरीर मिला है इसके अपने गणित है बचे हुए हैं, तो भगवान उसको खत्म करके भेजेंगे ना, वो तो आपको लेना पड़ेगा। तो आपको लेना क्या है, वो तो माइंड पे छोड़ दो ना, आपकी टेंशन ले अगर आप एलिवेटेड हो। और एलिवेटेड नहीं हो तो टॉलरेट करो।
अच्छा प्रभु जी, तो ये जितने भी इफेक्ट आ रहे हैं, तो मतलब हमारा जैसे सोल है उसके अलावा सारा प्रकृति की चीज है, मन बुद्धि अहंकार सब प्रकृति का है। तो अगर हमें ये आ रहा कि जैसे मुझे आया कि मुझे अच्छा लगा या मुझे बुरा लगा, और अगर दिख रहा कि ये तो प्रकृति की चीजें हैं, ये तो प्रकृति में हुआ, ये माइंड पे जो भी इफेक्ट हुआ या फिर जो भी मेरे अंदर आया।
क्वेश्चन क्या? हाँ क्वेश्चन क्या? पूछने के लिए मत पूछो, क्वेश्चन तो है नहीं, वो तो मेरा लेक्चर की रिवाइज करे तो मैं सब जानता हूँ। क्वेश्चन याद करो, क्या क्वेश्चन? बस पूछना है इसलिए पूछना, ऐसा तो नहीं है। कभी कभी अर्ज रहता है वेगम पूछने का, नहीं क्वेश्चन पूछो, कुछ टेंजिबल पूछो। ऑलरेडी समय खत्म हो चुका है। दत्ता जी, आई टेक योर वन क्वेश्चन।
You're muted.
हाँ प्रभु जी, आपने 84 लाख यूनि का बोला था, सो आई नीड दैट आंसर इन डिटेल। नेक्स्ट टाइम आप बोल सकते हैं, अभी टाइम इज ऑलरेडी बीन।
क्या वो यू वांट दैट वर्स?
नो 84 lakhs yonis are there, so this elevated जो soul है, consciousness है, वो elevated होता है, you said that ना?
Yes.
हाँ, so उसके बारे में need to understand, next time आप बोल सकते हैं।
You can go to Bhagavatam Canto 5 Chapter 5 verse number 20, 21, 22. it is mentioned that this matter which is not living is dull. Above that, the consciousness of plants, vanaspati, trees, plants. Above them is the consciousness of reptiles, Ida, machli, aquatics. Above them is consciousness of four-legged animals. Above them is human consciousness. Above them is Rakshasa consciousness. Above them is Devta consciousness. Above them is Indra's consciousness. Above them is Brahma's consciousness. Above them is Shiva's consciousness. Above them is Vishnu's consciousness. And Vishnu says above me is Brahmana's consciousness. He's always merged in thinking of me. So it is mentioned in Canto 5, Chapter 5, verse number 20, 21, 22. If you want to read it, you can read vedabase.io. You can click to vedabase.io, a site. And in that there is Bhagavatam. Open that Bhagavatam. You should click to Canto 5. And then in that you can click Chapter 5. And in that you can click verse number 20. Then 20, 21, 22 is next.
Got it.
देखो यहाँ है, देखो सब दिया हुआ है. Of two energies manifest, spiritual and dull matter. Beings possessed living force. Vegetable, grass, trees and plants are superior to dull matter. Superior to non-moving plants and vegetables are worms and snakes, which can move. Superior to worms and snakes are animals that are developed intelligence. Superior to animals are human beings. And superior to human beings are ghosts, because they have no material bodies. Superior to ghosts are Gandharvas. Superior to them are Siddhas. Superior to Siddha is Kinnara. Superior to them is this. ठीक है?
Got it.
All right. Thank you, all of you. It is 7:02. So we'll meet day after tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, प्रणाम प्रभु जी.
सभी प्रभु जी, सभी माता जी को हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण.